Here's some trades we got in the last week. We got our GameCube games, Pokemon Black on the DS, and some fighting games on the PS2, and this. And we also got some N64 games, as well as DuckTales on the NES, some Game Boy games, and GBA games, Mario Party, some uncommon PS4 games, as well as these two. And this one here is a collection of NES games, and they have these games here: Shadowgate, The Invited, and Deja Vu. And we also got this.
We also got some Dreamcast. We got Grandia 2, Space Channel 5, Unreal Tournament, really fun game, Virtual On. And then, if we go up, we got Mario Tennis, Tales of Symphonia, Kirby Air Ride, and Wario World Loose. We got Dissidia, we got Metal Gear Acid, we got Metal Gear Portable Apps, Birth by Sleep, Starsky and Hutch, this really cool Grand Theft Auto Xbox collection, Deadpool, Eternal Sonata, and Final Fantasy VII. Hiro, you got some pickups.
I do have pickups. I got some stuff and things. So I picked this up about a week ago. This one's called Cross Edge, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like a fighting game?
It's a strategy game, and what it does, it's a mashup of like 4 or 5 different series. You have, let's see if we can zoom in here a little bit. You got Disgaea, Darkstalkers. I think that one's Spectral Souls. If you flip over to the other side, there's Marie from Atelier. Some other characters I don't remember. But yeah,
cool. I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, I have the manual at home, but the disc looks like this. So I have. Did I show this off yet? The honeybee converter. What it is, it's so this end plugs into an American Sega Genesis, and then on the top plugs into Mega Drive cartridges, because I think the pin counts are different. So this end goes into this side goes into American Genesis, and then Japanese Mega Drive cartridge, and then it just plops into there like that. So you can make your Tower of Power even more
taller.
Power.
Heck yeah.
You got Mega CD, Genesis, 32X, Game Genie, or whatever the hell. Sonic and Knuckles, this and this.
Hell yeah.
Just gotta keep stacking it up.
Endless.
Phantasy Star 3 and Phantasy Star 4. These are the Japanese versions, no English. It's taking me a while to get through it because there's a lot of kanji in here, and kanji is kind of a pain. A lot of characters to remember, but these games are good. These games are fun. The intro song to this it's really good. It's a banger. These 2 games are PlayStation. It's called Crime Crackers. And what it is, these are both first-person kind of dungeon crawler games. But the I forget who does the soundtrack, but the soundtrack is really good on these. So I'm trying to hunt down the soundtrack as well as the I think there was a mini comic for one of these 2. But oh cool, I did bring a disc. So the disc looks like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like the disc.
Yeah, I love the art on these ones. I think this one had an animated short back in the day, either that or it's like an OVA or something. And then this one, open. There we go. The art's really cool on the discs.
So good.
Yeah, and I was reading a little synopsis about the second game. Apparently there's like 8 different routes or 8 different endings or something. Or no, I think there's like 6 or 8 different endings, and then an extra ending unlocks once you do all those ones.
So are you gonna do all those endings?
I am going to play the hell out of this because the music. If there's one thing that really gets me hooked on games, it's music.
Mm-hmm.
And when I booted this game and got into the first level, like there's synthesizers and electric guitars and stuff, and the boss theme is really, really good. It's a really fun game, and I want to play more of it. I don't know if I have like a streaming setup or anything, but it'd be kind of cool to like play this on stream and translate it, because I don't think there's a fan patch or fan translation for this yet. I'd love to do it. I just don't know how to reverse engineer games and throw in translated text, so there's that.
Come on, Hiro.
I'm trying to learn. I don't know how to code for it.
Come on, Hiro. You don't you don't have endless free time to put towards that?
I wish I had more free time to learn reverse engineering so I could translate stuff like this, because like, yeah, I feel like these are like hidden gems. These are really cheap from Japan. They're like $4 a piece. But yeah, games are good. I just I can translate Japanese. I just don't know how to reverse engineer stuff. So yeah, that's another thing for me to learn.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Also wanted to take a second to look at our new release shelf. We got Rendering Ranger. arcade classics, which I think is a bunch of shoot 'em ups. We got one collector's edition copy of Valis, Monster Boy, Radiant Silvergun. We also got a copy of River City Girls 2. All of these collector's editions for that game. Tetris Effect and Tetris Effect. We also got World of Horror, the new one. We got Steven.
Yeah, I'm even better than World of Horror.
Are you saying that my game is weak, bro?
Is your game weak?
I mean, I don't play sports.
So, doing another experience share. I don't remember how many experience shares I've done this year, but I've done a couple. This is probably my last one for the year. And mine is Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition for the Switch. And I started it last year. I had a roommate who was really into it, and it got me kind of psyched to kind of play it. And I got super hooked. I got stuck at a point in the game towards the end of the story where like the difficulty just ramped up super hard. So I just finished it, and I was able to beat it. But just from my personal experience, I personally think that from just different JRPGs, it's probably one of my favorite JRPGs of all time. I think the writing is so interesting. It's so unique. The story and everything, and to me, I cannot fathom that this game was originally on the Wii. But just playing through it during the Switch is the best way to play it and experience it. The combat for me is probably what takes the cake. As much as I love the story, and the story is so strong, the combat is so fun. It can get kind of repetitive after a while, but I think when you're able to switch out characters if you haven't played, but when you switch out different characters, it feels so refreshing to just try out different people. And I ultimately just ended up playing Shulk, who's the main character throughout my entire time playing.
Were you really feeling it?
I was really feeling it, especially towards the end. I was like, holy crap. But it just, every time you progress further through the story, it's just so much stronger. It got me so well engaged. And even when I thought the game was just about to end, it just kept pulling me further and further. Particularly the level scaling in the game, I don't really like it, especially towards the end. I didn't really have any trouble progressing through the game up until the end. I would say if you're trying to get into JRPGs, but you're like not really sure where to start, but you want to get into a really long and fruitful JRPG with a lot of stuff going on, Xenoblade I think is well worth your time. It's probably my favorite game that I've beaten this year. Xenoblade is great. Definitely play it if you have it. I definitely will play 2 and 3 eventually at some point. We'll see.
We have some PS4 games. Gravity Rush 2, The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker, Octodad Dadliest Catch, Oregon Trail Complete Edition, Typo Man, Don't Starve Mega Pack, I love Don't Starve, River City Melee, and Narcosis. Minute, Late Shift, Transformers Devastation, The Hunter, Call of the Wild, surprisingly expensive game, 428 Shibuya Scramble, Lone Survivor, The Long Dark, Sundered. We have Skullgirl's Second Encore. I think I've already got a video of this, but just in case. It's in the cardboard sleeve, and the game is sealed. And then we have Hyper Light Drifter. Art is so cool. Iconoclasts, Cosmic Star Heroine, Aero, Thimbleweed Park, 8-Bit Adventure Anthology, Volume 1, Donut County, Skyforce Anniversary, and Grease. Some pretty cool PS4 games.
Alright, so we've been really busy this December. It's usually a pretty good time for game stores and us in general. What has been some of our best-selling items?
Well, so honestly, most of December was kind of okay, but this past week, like these past 3 or 4 days, have really picked up, which makes sense because it's like Christmas time. Yeah, let's just see. Let's see what the best-selling categories are. How about that? So our number one best-selling category for the month of December is the Nintendo Switch. Big surprise.
Yeah.
Number two, which they usually do pretty well, but they're definitely doing better right now by a lot. And I think, okay, so it's plushies. Plushies is our number two right now, and it's because everyone's buying them for stocking stuffers, I think. We've been selling, people come up with like armfuls of them lately for like the last 3 days. Like multiple
You see
people.
these guys?
Multiple people a day come up with
Come get more of these.
literally armfuls, like 5-6 of them at a time. So plushies is our number two. And number three is the PS2. Number three is GameCube. Pretty standard. Switch, PS2, GameCube. That's pretty normal. After that is PS4, actually.
Is there any surprising ones on here?
Well, there was a surprising one a few days ago for a single day. The Atari 7800 was our second best-selling right after the Switch, because one guy came in and bought like over $300 worth of Atari 7800 stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So Atari, actually 2600 and 7800 both have been selling really well this month. We have a new display method for them. We've been putting them in little golden baggies and hanging them on the hooks out front, and we've been selling Atari 2600 and 7800 games literally every single day since we started doing that.
Alright, so, is this it?
This is the way we're doing. Not just the Atari stuff, other things too. We got Master System, Genesis, Super Nintendo. The less expensive stuff. Some of the ones out here though, like this one's really cool. Pitfall 2. This one you don't see very often.
I like that cover.
Yeah, that one's really cool. We got the 7800 stuff out here. We have other 7800 stuff that's like more expensive that's not out here, and we just got a big collection of boxed 5200. So that's really cool. We'll be putting some of that out. But yeah, this is the way we've kind of been doing it. And then over here you can look. We got Famicom, Super Famicom, Genesis, Super Nintendo. But people are really liking it like this, I think.
It lets you flip through them, you can see. And then, yeah, it keeps them free from dust, so they're not getting damaged while they're hanging up.
12 or $14.99 and below is out here. Some of them we got a little higher than that if we're just running out of room in the glass display. But
Good stuff.
good.
Happy holidays.
She's still doing good.
Happy holidays.
Mr. Beartick.
You fell down.
Oh, no.
We did, we had a Spiel on here, and the Spiel sold.
Spiel sold.
We've had a couple requests for Spiel, so we'll definitely try to get more Spiel. Alright, bye, Marvel.
Bye.
We got some super cool stuff in today. We have some PSPs here. We got, I think this may be like Carnival Blue. This one's like a turquoise color. This one's a really light blue. It doesn't pick up super well on camera. This one is very clean. It's black and red. Super cool. If we move over, oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit the camera. We have the Justifier. We have some Cube. We got Kirby Air Ride, Disney Party, Monkey Ball, Twilight Princess, Mario Kart Double Dash, and Zatch Bell. And then, the coolest stuff, got some 32X here. We got Metalhead, also got Gargoyles, Zool, and Sonic CD. We have a 32X, which we haven't had in a while, a Genesis, of course, and a CD. We also have Space Harrier, Chaotix, and Echo Tides of Time. And we also got some cool N64. We got Mario Kart, Pokemon Stadium, Ready to Rumble Boxing, Perfect Dark, Castlevania, and Doom 64. This has biker skeletons. It's very cool. So we have gotten a lot of stuff in, both in trades and in imports. I just spent time collapsing all those boxes. There's my trophies. Yeah, it's super packed back here. So definitely come buy some stuff. We got a bunch of cool stuff. Got a bunch of cool stuff traded in, and a bunch of new stuff. The AC unit just started. I'm sure you guys heard it. But, yeah. Oh, look at this 3DS I found. Someone just left this here.
Hell yeah.
Oh no. Oh, I guess that's his.